Well, hello again, world, and welcome right back into my garden. Listen, it has been a couple of days since I've started on the foundation for the chicken house. Well, what do you know? Sister girl never remembers that she's supposed to be taking you all along on this journey. So let me pan you around so you can see what I have done thus far. What I am doing is setting a concrete footing on which the wooden structure will sit. So, if you don't notice, me very unconventional, right? So, I don't have any of the sophisticated looking forms. So, what I am using is pieces of board that I have. All of the board I'm using either came from the coop that was pulled down to build these forms. And please note, not a single piece of them nail, all right? Anyhow, I have to be doing it in stages because I'm here the mixer, I'm here the carrier, I'm here the man where I pour the foundation to, right? So I am all things right now to all people. So I started out mixing in this little roasting pan that I have. That never worked. So I transferred to board. So what I've been doing is to be mixing it in small batches. That makes it way easier for me because I'm not using this shovel to mix. I'm using the trowel to do the mixing. So I mix and I pour. So the portion that is exposed is what, 2 days old. So it's been 2 days since I've poured this section. 2 days since I poured this section. This is what I have poured in the last hour. Yeah. So I poured that in the last hour. Poured that about 5 minutes ago. So I can continue down and around. Yeah. So I am what? More than 2/3 of the way done with this concrete base. More than 2/3 of the way done. So I pulled down a couple of things in the garden. So I took up all of the triangular grow bins. So I have them stacked down there. So I pulled down the plant stand that was here. I have the plants all over the place, right? Because I never wanted the chicken coop to go up on the hillside. So I had to take it down some more into the garden actually, in order for it to fit into what is my scheme of things. All right, so where we're at right here, so this is the front of the coop. So the doorway is going to be about there, somewhere in this region. I'm going to put a doorway. All right, the chicken house going to be down this side, and the rabbit going to dwell up at this end. So the rabbits will be up this side, chickens down that side. All right, so 90% of the back, the only place that will be covered in totality, I mean with wood, is where the chicken coop is and where the rabbit hutch is. The back section and the sides will be covered totally. All of the middle section there, so going to be wire mesh, and all of the front going to be wire mesh. Why? It is intended that the animals will not die from heat in the summer. Yes, my people. So because of the distance where I can put this phone that I'm using as a recording device right now, in order for you to hear what I am saying, I'm going to be having to shout because I do not have an external mic. So what I'll do is I'll pick you up as soon as I get to another space. At least I'll take you back when I'm finished pouring the foundation, because as soon as the foundation is done pouring, I'm going to go down and begin to finish the cutting up of the lumber and what I can assemble down there, like the inner pieces. Then none of the uprights or the baseboards will be attached, but I will fill out the inner sections, frame up what can be framed, and take it up to the back. And as soon as this is dry now, I'm going to get myself some wedge anchor bolt. I need to get a concrete drill bit, and I'll be boring the lumber, boring the concrete, and using the wedge anchor bolt to anchor the frame, the upright, into what is the foundation. All right, my people, so that is where we are at right now. So the initial thought process though was to use concrete blocks to make up the base. And I changed my mind because the foundation up here, so or should I say, the lay of the land is so sloped that in order for me use the concrete blocks, I'd have to be digging and digging, and I don't have a pickaxe. I had one, it disappeared. Just like how 10 touring a one. Day before yesterday, somebody came to my yard to borrow my machete to chop somewhere next door. Against my better judgment alone, the young man my machete. I realized the place got very quiet, and when I got up to look, because as I was sitting outside, so that him could see me to return the machete. When I got up and look, he was working along with a young lady. Both of them disappeared. They moved away so quietly that I didn't even realize they were gone. So I'm gone, and I am left without a machete. Why may I tell you, I try to help people because him say him not have no machete for work, and I want to make a money. And me, him want make a money now, and me go have to go spend the money for buy back a machete. Anyway, the way of the world, not true. You win some, you lose some. I soon catch up back with you. So as promised, the project still is not completed. I ran out of cement with just that little section left to do. So I should be going to the hardware today. I won't buy a whole bag of cement because I don't have anything else that I need a bag of cement for immediately. I know that if they have broken bags, they will sell you by the pound. So I'm going to get about 3 pounds of cement because I have some areas that need to be elevated a little bit, like right there. You notice it's slope. So to bring it up back to speed here. So 3 pounds of cement should do this. So I'm going to be finishing this off. No matter what hours tonight, I'm going to be finishing this off. I'm going to a wedding. So after I come back, yeah, take off my pretty dandan, I'm going to finish this up. But this is it. This is it, my people. So base, you have to say base is completed, yeah? Yeah, base completed. So I'm going to be unmolding, taking off the rest of board them from the areas. Yeah, going to take off the rest of board from the areas that have them on now. And only that section that need to be filled in will be left without with lumbers on there. Yes, my people. So, and then I'm going to take up all of these cinder blocks that I've strewn across the place because I just got me some blocks to make beds. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to be putting in some beds right in front of the coop right here. So probably 2 beds. Yeah. So it means I'm going to have to dig down some more of the marl. So I can drop 2 beds right in front of the chicken coop. I go have enough workspace because I am smart enough to know I need to make this place user friendly. Yeah, I have some material already that I can fill the beds with. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I think I'm going to relocate this bed. This bed don't get a lot of sun. And if it's not getting a lot of sun, whatever is in there is not going to thrive. Not even I get 2 hours of sunlight. That is the whole truth of the matter. So I'm going to be taking this bed up. I'm going to be putting some plants in there, in the area right there. And I'm going to be taking up the soil from there to use in one of the beds that I'm going to be putting over this side. Yeah. So I have a whole lot of potted trees that I can come and just line off that area with. Hey, man. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. The ones I move from here, the mango, the nesberry, the soursop, I'm going to put all of them over that side. And I have a jackfruit down there that needs to be potted up. I don't pot it up all now. So the jackfruit. I have yellow coat plum. Yeah. What else do I have down there? I have two OTT apple. I'm going to carry one up and leave one down the front. Yep. What else do I have down there that needs to come up? The guinea. Yeah, man. So I have quite a few plants that I can take up. So I have been doing some research also into. Let me pan you around so I can talk to you face to face. Yeah, so let me take a seat while we have conversation. I have been researching trees that can be planted directly in the limestone and it will not have any adverse effect on them. So, like I was suggesting the other day, the custard apple is one of those plants that you can actually plant directly in the marl. But I did it twice and they died. So I don't know what I was doing wrong in that season. So here is my take this time around. I'm going to be digging holes into the marl, wide enough, deep enough, putting in some composted chicken manure in there, and then putting the plants down in them. And I'm praying that that will do the job. So the custard apple can go in. They say that the guinea can go in. No, me not for wonder about the sweet sap. Me know the sweet sap can go in and manage it. Sorry about that, folks. The sweet sap can go in and the sweet sap will manage it. Yep, that much I do know. The sweet sap will manage it. Yeah. Look, what else did I find out that can be grown in the marl? The jackfruit is said to be able to manage the marl. Yes, so I jolly well might be digging, like I said before, holes, putting in the composted manure, and then moving from there. Yeah. So, you ever plant something yet? And you know what you plant, and when it come out is a different color? All right, me I go show you something. Here is why I was distracted. My zinnia. I know I planted red zinnia seed. Who can tell me why I have a peach zinnia right now? Can somebody please tell me why me have peach colored zinnia when me know me plant red zinnia? It was red. I harvested the seeds myself from the red zinnia, packaged it, labeled it, and I know I planted red zinnia. Why is my zinnia peach? Why may I tell you, strange things are happening. So update on my tomatoes that were transplanted. These are they. That's one. That's another. That's another. I see one that I might need to remove because it's browning. That's another. This is the one that I am thinking of removing because it looked like it have some form of disease. I took one out already, that looked like this. I don't want any diseased plant in my garden. So I might have to be taking this out as well. So that one, there we go. There we go. There we go. Look here now, I see color look coming up in my bed. I'm going to leave them and see if them good. I like volunteer plants. So my kill them just the sun had damaged them real bad. No matter even when them not directly in the sun and they're being root watered, so we should not have all of this scorching going on. Yeah. If you look on the leaves, you see this is definitely sun scald. Mm. Marigold's looking nice around here too. Ha. My okra is growing too. Yes, man. Marigolds. I don't know what break the neck of that marigold. And I was going to cut it off, and I decided I'm going to leave it. But then I realized it has not dried up. So I guess because I did not disturb it, it probably fused, but it fused bend. Lord have mercy upon us. Yeah, man. So everything in the bed is looking good. I give in thanks for the Lord, except for that tomato plant that kind of look diseased. And I'm going to take it out no later than this evening. So my cabbages that I transplanted 2 weeks ago. They are growing, y'all. They are growing, they are growing. I lost two died. So I transplanted what? 7, 2 died. The other one is around the corner. So there's the other one. All right. My red callaloo. So I have 4 coming up. These are cowtongue callaloo. This should be, I don't remember what the vegetable the name. One of the pea name one. I wonder if you're not smart like me. I can't figure it out. But I know the name started P. Parsley, I think it is. So let me harvest these cherry tomatoes, no? Let me do this little harvest whilst we are here. See it? I can go down and cook some saltfish and tomato with a lollipop, onion and pepper now. Yeah. So let me show you what else is happening in the garden. That is of interest, really. So my dripper is still dripping, y'all, as you can see. Still dripping, still working, still working. I have not had to manually water this bed since I put that dripper in. All I have to do is ensure that the container remains topped up, and that is a good going. I think I might be killing my potato, and here's why. It needs soil, and I have not added the soil, so I think it is dying. And I refused to add the soil because I was waiting on the others to come up, but I know them don't come up. I can't even bother with them right now. So my gingers have emerged, y'all, and they're all growing, growing, growing. I planted some more ginger in a grow bag. Those have not yet come up. But I'm happy. I'm happy that the gingers are coming up. I don't see any sign of the turmericas yet as well. Um, I think I disturb the something them too often. I think that is my problem because when them don't grow how I want them to grow, I go look for see what happen. Too inquisitive. You all see the growth on my Scotch bonnet peppers. I am so pleased. Oh yes. More peppers here on this habanero and blossoms like crazy. So that's another habanero. Yeah. Finally, I see potato coming up in this bag. All right. I'm going to share something with you all. It's an experiment, but if it works, then ha! So I'm going to get the potatoes first, and then we share the experiment. I think this is one Cersei. I sold an entire pod of Cersei, and I think that's just one that came up. Yeah, things are happening around here. Things are happening, and I'm hoping for greater things to come. Yes, man. So let us just continue now to pray that I will get some rain because I'm desperately in need of some rain in my garden. My fruit trees prefer rain. I water them like I water the potted plants and the ones in the grow bed. But I think they thrive when it rains better than when I give them water. So all of that you see right there is chicken manure that I am allowing to finish composting down right there. That's about what 2.5 bags of chicken manure that I dumped there. Never finished compost down, so the bags are rotting out, so I just dump them out. Yeah, man. Well, until we meet again, family, to all my subscribers, old and new, thank you for making it yard studying in Jamaica. If you are new here and have not yet subscribed, please to do so. I want to see how me I sweat. Like the videos, share the videos, leave your comment, and press that post notification bell so that you can be made aware each time a new video is uploaded. Until we meet again, have a blessed day. Jah guide.